Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the English Institute of Sport here in Sheffield for day 4 of the Para-European Table Tennis Championships, the 2023 event here in Sheffield, and we are at the semi-final stages. This is medals times, and we're on table 1. We're watching Colin Judge from Ireland and Thomas Schmidberger, the world #1 from Germany, and I'm with Gavin, and Gavin is with the Irish team, and Gavin, looking like a great day for Colin. He's already got a medal, and this is probably the biggest game of his life.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's obviously fantastic that he's reached the medal stages here for us. It's a huge result. So, to be honest, this is an absolute free hit for him. Chance to play on the biggest stage against the world #1, and yeah, just see how it goes.
Well, he had a great win yesterday, getting through. Perhaps not what was expected, but a fantastic win.
Yeah, unbelievable. The first time he's ever beaten Vasil Petrunev, so another top 10 player on his hit list this tournament, and we were extremely happy with him.
Well, he's medaling whatever today's result is, and Schmidberger is one of those guys who was, well, he's been decorated in every competition pretty much going.
Yeah, widely regarded as the best wheelchair player in all of Europe in all the classes, so it's extremely tough opposition today. But on the contrary, they haven't played together in an international competition, so at least there's that on Colin's side, a little bit of unexpected. They've played once in the German Bundesliga, and a little close enough, not no chance. So we'll see what happens today if there's a few nerves involved.
Yeah, well, everybody seems to have settled in. They've had the warm-up, and competition about to start.
I'll go and join my team, Yuri. I'll be back.
Thank you. You go and enjoy this game as much as you can. Colin Judge from Ireland taking on the mighty Thomas Schmidberger from Germany. This is the semi-final of Class 3. First point for Colin Judge. And a second point, Schmidberger into the net. Bit of nerves from Schmidberger, the German, who is ranked #1 in the world. And Colin Judge gets 3-0 to start with, as Schmidberger goes long. Schmidberger, great response there, and a second response from Schmidberger. Backhand cross court. Good reach from Schmidberger. And Colin Judge has been previously classified as a 2 in the wheelchair game, and was reclassified in 2017 to 3. So it's been tough to come up into a higher category, but no nerves from Colin Judge. Early doors, he leads 4-1. Schmidberger focusing in, serves, hits the net again and goes 5-1 down. Judge serves, good response. Developing rally. What a great rally this between two players, and it keeps going. Amazing rally from Schmidberger, and Judge playing out of his skin. 6-1, he leads. No fear. Apparently these two have met in the German Bundesliga competitions in the past. Pressure from Schmidberger makes Judge go long. 2-6. Great corner shot there from Judge, and again, long rallies, exploring each other, and Judge just goes a bit long there, trying to get the winner. Schmidberger with the point. And Judge had his hand up saying he wasn't ready. Wasn't trying to adjust. Waiting for ball girls to get back to their seats. Schmidberger goes long with that one. Trying to hit the corner. Judge 7-3 up in this semi-final wheelchair 3 classification. Great response from Judge. And again, Schmidberger goes long. Judge 8-3 up. Great resilience from Judge, who has never yet played Schmidberger. Just goes long from side to side, these players testing each other. 4-8. Great play from Schmidberger. Given the opportunity to use his forehand. The ball sat up nicely for him. Great defense from Judge, but Schmidberger beginning to get into the flow. Any opportunity. Schmidberger is being aggressive now. 6-8 he trails. And Schmidberger again. 7-8. Certainly brought the points back very rapidly. Great effort here from Judge to keep the pressure on Schmidberger. Schmidberger wins that point, but it's great rallies we're seeing. 8 points apiece, and Schmidberger's brought back the last 5 points. Makes a mistake. Judge goes 9-8. Net call goes the way of the German on that one. 9 points each. Judge from Ireland to serve. Already had his best performance so far. Point goes to Judge there as the German hit the top of the net, goes long. So a set point, and Judge has service. And into the net from Schmidberger, who loses the first set. 11-9. What a great first set there for Colin Judge. And I'm joined by Gavin Maguire quickly from the side of the court. Great first set.
What a start, what a start. Looked a little bit ropey there coming towards the end. Schmidberger starting to get comfortable, but Colin held it out with 2 really, really clever serves at the end, so perfect start.
Tremendous effort from Colin Judge. Doesn't seem overwhelmed at all, and he's certainly in the game.
Yeah, as I said to you, this one's a free hit for us, really. There's no pressure on Colin. Everything lies on Schmidberger, and now the pressure is even greater. He's 1-0 down, so.
Well, we'll see what Schmidberger comes back with. But Colin he seems to be able to cope with the pressure that's been put on him, but you can see how quickly Schmidberger can come back. When he was 5 points adrift, he won the next 5 very quickly.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's going to be really important for Colin to break the rhythm, take towel breaks, take long between each point every time, just to try to slow Schmidberger down, because he's a steam train when he gets going.
And here we go, we're back on the table. That was Gavin Maguire from the Irish para table tennis team, eagerly watching this performance. So, set 2, best of 5 sets. Judge from Ireland leading 1-0 against the number 1 in the world, Thomas Schmidberger, who opens up with a beautifully angled forehand push. Great shot from Schmidberger. He set that one up beautifully. Schmidberger, #1 in the world. He won his maiden World Championship last year when the Chinese were not present. They weren't travelling, and prior to that he's never been able to get hold of that #1 ranking or World Championship point, as the Chinese have dominated in that Class 3 men's wheelchair category. And this is 2-1 to Schmidberger. Great defence from Colin Judge, who gets the point. 2-2 as Schmidberger hits the net. Great defensive effort from Colin Judge. Wow, what a shot there from the world champion. Was given scope and loves that forehand. Much better serve this time. And Schmidberger piling on the pressure. Quick replies, coming back with real speed. No room for error. He goes 4-2 up in this particular match. Second set, 4-2. And into the net, let call help Judge. 4-3. Schmidberger, this time Judge into the net himself. Judge with the serve. What a superb shot. It seems that when he serves to that forehand, it's what Schmidberger's looking for. It needs to be more into his torso than deep. Again, a reversal shot there, right across. Colin Judge unable to respond to that. The speed and pace it came with. 6-3 he trails here. German going into overdrive. What a great rally this is. Superb rally from Judge. Schmidberger smiles and shakes his head, but that's a great response. 7-4. And just out of the reach of Judge, who nearly comes flying out of this chair, trying to go across court. Judge steadies himself. Already put up a great display against the world #1. Oh, long from Schmidberger, annoyed with himself. 5-8. And the Irishman serving. How short was that? Well, recovery again from Schmidberger, but he goes long there. 6-8. And Judge hanging around. Was a Class 2, now Class 3. Schmidberger. A tough forehand there, which Judge couldn't quite control. Tried to go for the opposite corner, went long. Just long there from Schmidberger. And 7-9. Can Judge secure 2 points from his serve? Nice and short this time, gets Schmidberger on his back foot. Side to side from Judge. Keeps that angles going. What a response from both players here. Tremendous rally. And Schmidberger goes long, and that was probably the rally of the tournament. Roars coming from the Irish bench as he closes into 8-9. Serve. Schmidberger playing with a bit of confidence, but no, he's hit the net and suddenly it's 9-all. Judge picking up 2 points from his serve. And the German might be feeling slightly uncomfortable now. Into the rally deep, and he loses the point to Schmidberger, and suddenly Judge has a first set point, 10-9. He has a set point to go 2 up against the world number 1. Great return. Oh, and Judge just slightly long. There was lots of let cords that both players had to adjust to there. It's 10-all. That was close for Schmidberger. Pumped the air with that one. Judge with 2 serves. Into the net from Schmidberger. He went short with the serve there, Judge. The alternate service here, 11-10. Oh, and Judge into the net. 11-all. If Schmidberger goes down 2 sets to love, it could be fascinating. But Judge is giving as good as he gets here. Good adjustment from the German from the net. Here's the lob. And it's a... no point given. Ah, good pressure there from Schmidberger. Attacked that short serve. 11-12. Schmidberger with the serve now. Can Judge recover from this? Great shot then from Schmidberger. And again, and look at what it meant to him. Look what that meant to him. Pulled that one out of the hat there, Schmidberger. Had faced going 2-0 down, and you have to give credit to the Irishman Colin Judge. That was just another phenomenal game. I was joined by Gavin once again from the team bench at Ireland. That was a phenomenal game.
I'm not going to be able to speak soon, Yuri. This is a bit tense for my liking. But yeah, look, another unbelievable performance from Colin. Schmidberger starting to get a little bit more comfortable with his style, and Colin matched him there, really. Had 2 set points, and that's all we can ask for. Put himself in these situations and hope for the best.
I mean, he is playing neck and neck with the German world ranking number 1 and had him on the ropes. You can see the emotion the German is showing you, that how much this is meaning to him now.
Yeah, 100%. He's not comfortable here against Colin's style. That's for sure. Obviously, if he starts to win more points, goes on a run, gets some rhythm, that can change. But right now, if Colin can stick at even Steven, then he's uncomfortable for sure. Well,
Colin Judge is demonstrating he can play at this level. That's one thing that we're seeing, and it's going to be a super game. 1 set all, 13-11 and 9-11. That's a great performance by the Irishman so far. Back to the table. Thank you to Gavin Maguire, who keeps running up here and giving us that key moment of how the Irish team are feeling. It's a small Paralympic table tennis squad, but it's certainly getting rewarded right now. Schmidberger with the serve. Powerful forehand. Schmidberger opens up with the first point. Worthy of a semi-final. Often semi-finals are the finals. Many people talk about that in matches. The semi-finals are often the most tense of affairs. 1 apiece. Short from Judge. Yeah, went long there, Judge. Schmidberger gets the point. Judge trying to stay away from that German forehand. He's gone to the forehand, but he recovers with that. Deft touches from both players here. Tried to kill it there, Colin Judge. Recovers well again. Oh, wide. Look at the German. He's pumped for this. He knows he's in a game. He knows he's in a game. And Judge keeps going, but what a standard of table tennis we're seeing. Great recovery from Judge. And into the net from the German. And what he gives, the Irishman gives back. Cross court. Again. Oh, Judge frustrated with that. Tried to go to the other corner. 4-2 he trails, but he has his 2 services. Strong from the German, and Judge couldn't quite respond. Opening up a gap for the first time, the German. Can Judge get back? That was a let call. Short there from Judge. He pressured the German there. Kept going to his backhand and got the point. 5-3. Judge has this ritual of making sure the ball girls or ball crew sit down. Long from Schmidberger. Likes the forehand though. 5-4. Schmidberger serves. Judge responds, and again, there's a great shot, but recovery from Judge. And a ridiculous number of defensive putbacks there from Judge. Levels the score at 5-all. Has taken the last 3 points. That mid-table serve. Great shot there from Colin Judge. Schmidberger can't respond. He's feeling it. Looking at his coach. His coach stands up, keeps applauding him, says keeps going, but the last 4 points to the Irishman. This is a very different style that Schmidberger's being faced with. And there's a short one. The look goes to the Irishman. The luck of the Irish there. 4-leaf clover and all that. Schmidberger finds himself trailing 7-5. And that's long from Schmidberger. Feeling a little bit uncomfortable, moving around a lot. Judge saying settled. 8-5 he leads. Long with that one, Judge. 6-8, but 2 serves to come. And long from Schmidberger, hits the top of the net. He looked a bit hesitant. It wasn't his usual thrust with the forehand. And he misses again. Went the other way this time, goes long, and he's looks a bit rattled, and 6-10 to Judge. Has 4 set points to go 2-1 up. Good serve from the German. Good shot from the German there to the baseline. It was an impossible shot for Judge to respond to. Still 3 opportunities. Gets the look of the net again. Goes long. And the German has a timeout, or timeout called by the Irish, I feel. And it's a good timeout. 10-8. And an opportunity for Judge just to calm down. He's got another 2 opportunities to try and take the second set, or third set, 1-all. Already a great match between these two. Judge very much the underdog. Schmidberger, the world #1, and seen as the best wheelchair player in Europe across all classes. Schmidberger's responses, you can see that this is a real tough match for him. He sits tall in his wheelchair. He's got tremendous span, reach, and his forehand is phenomenal. But waiting for Colin Judge to come back. It's quite a long time out, this one. It's really mind games here from the Irish as they try and unsettle Schmidberger, make him think. Just one mistake here will give the third set to Judge. And he has the ball. His decision is to go with that short or long serve. Try hit the body of the German, aim for that torso. Into the rally, well recovered. The German gets the point as Judge goes long. So, one remaining opportunity. Great shot there and great recovery, and the German goes long. And the second set, 2-1, the lead to the Irishman, 11-9. And it's an incredible performance so far. Schmidberger is genuinely under pressure. And I'm joined by Gavin again from the Irish team, and words are beginning to defy me as this guy, the Irishman, is coming back.
I don't know what I'm witnessing here, Yuri. I've never seen him play at this level before. It's incredible. He's obviously puts in a huge amount of work, but this is just different gravy we're talking about here. And Schmidberger visibly concerned and stressed.
Yeah, he's showing rapid emotions. 9-11, 13-11, 9-11. The Irishman is in the game all the way, and that's what Schmidberger is not comfortable about. He's absolutely on his tail.
Yeah, Colin just needs to hold his nerve now. Continue to vary it up with the service, receive, and to be honest, Schmidberger's making the mistakes here, so it's most important, Colin, just keep your cool and keep that ball on the table.
I think Schmidberger's finding himself in this position where he's trying to play percentages, so he's not being as aggressive as he normally would. So he's trying to just keep in the rally, and Colin is just staying with that.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if we don't see a little bit more angle play from Schmidberger in this set, trying to play short in Colin's forehand and backhand side, stretch him on the table and follow up with attacks more so than sustained attacks.
Well, we're back in it. This is the fourth set, 2-1 to the Irishman.
I may not be able to speak if he wins this, Yuri, so.
Thank you, Gavin. And there's the pump fist from Schmidberger, who knows he's in a game. He has to win the two remaining sets. Judge goes short. Explosive from the German, but back into a rally. Oh, Judge just goes a bit long there. But the Irishman is able to defend these explosive forehands and backhands from the German that he's famous for. Varying it up, the German. There's the speed, gets the net on that one. 3-0, the German, starting very well. Good angle there from the German. And dominating this early period. No timeouts from the Irish. Bit long there from Judge. Rolling with this particular set. 5-0 to the German. So certainly this will be difficult to pull back at 5-0. Judge gets back into it. Varying here from the German. Explosive shot. German dominating that rally, always moving the ball around well, and 6-0 doesn't reflect the rest of the last three games that we've just had. Great shot there from the German, and Judge couldn't bring that one back in, and suddenly it's 7-0. And give credit to Schmidberger, come back significantly. And Colin Judge struggling in this set to find his rhythm. Nice rally evolving here again. Here's the lob. Judge recovers. First point for Judge, 8-1. He won't have the donut, the dreaded donut. which is the 0. Short from Colin Judge with the serve, but into the net, and this set is probably going to have to forego. It'll all come down to a 5th and final set. 10-1 to the German. Perhaps Judge is just conserving his energies. Schmidberger will feel as if he's in more control. He certainly has been rattled. And that's clinical from the German. Judge will have to concede that. 11-1, pretty comprehensive. Schmidberger back there, but 2 sets all, and now to a 5th and final set. And Schmidberger dominating completely. Gavin's back here, and that was a little bit of German domination there, and Colin just sort of couldn't stay with that one.
Yeah, a little bit of a reality check for Colin there. It's very difficult to sustain the level he was playing at there for the first 3 sets. So, yeah, to be expected that can happen, and now we've just got to hope that it's a tense affair. It's 2-2, that Schmidberger is feeling that pressure still.
Well, you know, it's sometimes you just have to refocus. Maybe it was the opportunity to do that. Now he knows it's just one game, winner takes all.
If you offered me this at the start of the tournament, Yuri, I would have bitten your hand off. So an unbelievable privileged position to be in here, and 1-set shootout to get to the final.
Well, this is how it goes. It is a 1-set shootout, and Colin Judge using every second he's got.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at him on the screen here now. He looks extremely calm. You know, he's in the position here that he's never been in his life, and it looks like a duck to water, you know. So let's see.
Absolutely. Here we go. The 5th and final set. Will it be the upset? Will it be the Irishman? Or will it be Schmidberger, the world #1? You'd think in this situation, in a 5th set, he's probably been here a few times before. He's won 40+ medals, many of them silver at the World, and then sometimes gold at European and Worlds. Here we go. Great shot from Schmidberger. Quick timing, speed. 1-0. Judge comes back. Gentle. And Schmidberger places wide. 1-all. Moving the ball around. Colin Judge into the net. It's the sort of things he needs to eradicate from his game, particularly in this set, this 5th and defining set. Great variation. Judge staying with it, pushes Schmidberger under pressure. And again, and wide to the torso, and wide, and back. Oh, and the net helps Schmidberger out there. What a great rally. These rallies well into double figures each and every time. 3-1 Schmidberger with the fortunate net let call. Long from Judge. Schmidberger 4-1 up. Could be a timeout anytime. Fortune favouring Schmidberger, but that goes long from him. 4-2. Can Judge take these 2 points on his serve? Schmidberger knows he's in a game here. Powerful forehand, and he served to the forehand, and Judge knew that was a mistake. They're going to change ends, as you do in the 5th and final set. Remonstrates with himself there, Judge, because he went to the German strong side and gave him plenty of width to do the damage. 5-2. And the pendulum swings in favour of the German, but only just this point. What a cracking shot from Schmidberger. 6-2. Can Judge respond? Needs to get a couple of points here. prevent the German train. Good response. Gets that one. But there's that powerful forehand coming down from the German. 6-3, he leads. What a super shot there from the German. Gave it everything. There's no way Judge could reach that. Never mind control it. 7-3. Short. And he goes long, and Schmidberger pumped. He knows he's been tested here. 8-3. Judge trying to hang in this fifth and final set. Good reach there from Judge, almost came out of his chair, and it's slipping away from the Irishman now. But it has been a most royal battle. Just checking there about the net. Schmidberger, 9-3 with serve. Strong forehand. Here comes the lob. The wrong side. Point to Judge. Judge responds. Keeping it going, keeping it on the table. Powerful and a great recovery. And the let helps Schmidberger out, but he'll take that. And now he has 6 match points in the 5th set. Schmidberger. It's been a massive battle. Judge will feel that he's been able to compete with the very, very best in this class. Into the net from the German. Judge keeps going. Here he comes. Short. And the German again goes long. A bit of pressure. He's lost the last 3 points. He's going to have a timeout. Quite interesting here. The German is feeling the pressure. He's still very much in control of the situation. 10-6. Should be able to close this out, but he knows that Colin Judge has put him through the ringer in this competition. And I've no doubt he'll do very well. But we're still here. 10-6. The German has to win. Judge battling to stay in. He's done pretty much everything he could possibly have expected to have done, bar win. He's taken 2 sets. He's taken the world number 1 to a 5th set. He's going to serve. And here he goes. Goes short. Schmidberger. Playing percentages and long again. 10-7. A wipe of the brow from Schmidberger, nods and nods. But he's made 3 mistakes. The nerves are there. He knows he's in a battle. Tension palpable. Oh, and Judge just takes into the net there. And that's the pressure of the moment, but 11-7. And these two shake hands. They know that's been a great game. A 5th set. Words exchanged. And the verdict there on Judge, there's more to come. And he can certainly play at this very high level. He'll be pleased with the bronze. And congratulations to Schmidberger. He goes into the final. And certainly Judge and Schmidberger, a 5-setter. Been a great tussle. You can see from the replays that these two have battled out a tremendous game. 9-11, 13-11, 9-11, 11-1 uncharacteristically, and then 11-7. And the German Schmidberger is through, but Judge has put up a great performance. We'll be back with more competition for you shortly. and it's proving to be a great day here at the EIS during the semi-finals and final days of the singles. Thank you. And there we have Schmidberger talking that one through, and he knew he was in a game. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you back shortly here at the EIS for more table tennis action. And welcome back to the English Institute of Sport here in Sheffield for our next semi-final here. Abdullah Ozturk and Boris Travnicek, and the Slovakian and the Turk. And Ozturk had a win yesterday, perhaps slightly surprising, and but played really well. And brother of Ali Ozturk, who's also playing in this competition, so unusual, but both table tennis players. And if it's anything like the game we've just witnessed between Schmidberger and Judge, Ireland and Germany, we could be in for another 5-setter at these semi-final stages of the competition. And we're all set to go here. Travnicek, the Slovakian, to serve. First point to Ozturk as the Slovakian goes long. Tense moments in these early stages. Just Slovakian into the net. Ozturk gets an early good start. Very tense. Just sounding each other out to begin with. Great shot there from Ozturk. The Slovakian couldn't quite get the response back. Powerful. Increasingly Ozturk looking very self-confident. Long again from Travnicek. Hasn't quite got his distance yet. Class 3 here of the wheelchair category. Often seen as the hardest class. Most competitors in this group, and Ozturk takes a 5-0 lead. And that's a difficult lead to come back. And certainly Travnicek yet not in the flow, so this is a lot more. That's more like Travnicek, that reverse backhand. We're having a towel break there, 5-1. You can do that at 6 points. And Ozturk clearly dominating here. 7-1. Off the net, and Boris Travnicek is not finding his range at all. Ozturk goes to retrieve the ball. have to correct myself there. This is Class 4 semi-finals. I gave you Class 3 earlier. Do apologise. I was just carried away by that last Class 3 game. So Travnicek picking up a few points here to put the pressure back on the Turk. 8-4. And the Turk is a very animated coach. Back at the table, Travnicek. Great shot there from Ozturk, but good recovery from the Slovak. And then the response is long from the Turk. So 5-8. The Slovak is recovering. Lots of spin on these shots across the net. Into the corners. Oh, and the Slovakian just peppered that corner one time too many. Went over the side of the table. Ozturk goes to 9 points. And that early 5-0 lead is going to have an impact, you feel. And there's the Slovakian with the faults into the net. 10-5. Ozturk just needs to play the percentages now to get this first set. Oh, fortunate shot there from the Slovak. This again. For the set point, Ozturk leading 10-6, but now 10-7, so a little bit of pressure. Goes away from the table, recovers. 10-7, still Ozturk in the driving seat. Gives a high return. And the Slovakian picking up the pace with his quick backhand returns. Timeout called. No, it's just going to be a towel timeout. Ozturk taking his time. And the young Boris Travnicek beginning to recover. Having trailed by 5, he's now down to just 2 points. Ozturk trying to serve out the set. And Travnicek goes into the net, and 11-8. Ozturk gets that first crucial set. These first sets really important. There are not many people, the percentages are very low of people coming back and winning in 5 sets, having lost the first. And we have the replays on screen. A lot of Slovakian influence in the British para table tennis camp, where the head of performance is Slovakian and one of the leading coaches is also Slovakian. So Ozturk back on the table. Travnicek needs to Ozturk with serve. Travnicek needs to get back into the game, playing with a lot more confidence now. Good rally here. Travnicek loses the first point. Ozturk gets the second point. Tough serve. Travnicek again goes long after a really good rally at 3-0. And again, Travnicek just doesn't seem to be able to execute at those crucial stages, and Ozturk defending everything that's coming his way. Much more a defensive player compared to Travnicek, who's playing many more high-risk shots. And he's trailing 4-0. Good reach from the Slovakian, and Ozturk completely misfires on that one. But he has a 4-1 lead. Great crowd here at the Institute of Sport. Multiple games going on at crucial stages. So many semi-final matches. Ozturk serves. And Travnicek has just not got his distance in this particular game, and suddenly 5-1 down again. A lot of unforced errors which will be frustrating him at this level. Those will come back to bite you. Again, Ozturk almost got that one back, but just slightly long. The point to the Slovakian. Good shot from Travnicek, set it up well. 5-3, fighting back. And Ozturk beginning to make one or two errors as Travnicek grows into the match. But Ozturk leads 5-4. All square in this game. Ozturk gets the benefit of that let. Into the net goes Travnicek, who's certainly finding his range. The more aggressive player, but Ozturk leads 6-5. Huge noise in the arena as Jack Hunter-Spivey from Great Britain makes the final of his wheelchair class. And Ozturk takes a 7-5 lead here. Towel break as the Slovakian needs to fight back in this one. He doesn't need to go 2 sets down because that's almost too difficult to climb back from. Cagey stuff. Öztürk more aggressively, but great defense and a great offensive shot from Öztürk. Öztürk again, 8-5. Slovakia not calling a timeout as he struggling to get back into this game. He has served, but (9-6). Öztürk leading and 1-0 up. And what a great cross-court forehand from the Turkish player to set up 4 set points and to take a 2-set to love lead. Cagey from both players at the moment. Great cross-court sliced forehand there. Öztürk gesticulates, but just a great shot. Great rally evolving here. What a winner from Öztürk. That was a super sweeping forehand. And he takes the second set 11-7 and leads 2-0. Well, 2 sets to love for the Turk, as you see from the replays. 11-8, 11-7. But Öztürk has largely dominated these 2 first sets. He's taken the lead and held on to it. And Boris Travnicek has just not been able to sustain that aggressive model he's got. Öztürk certainly more defensive, but certainly has certain shots that have shown he can win these points as well, rather than just stay in the game. So 2-0. Travnicek will face a tough battle now to win his way through. Great rally there, and Travnicek just a little bit long. Huge intent from both players. Short there from Öztürk. He just tried to play that gentle loop over the net. Great rally and a super shot from Travnicek, responding well. Takes a 2-1 lead here in the third. Into the net from Öztürk. A little bit of pressure now building. It's not all going the Turkish player's way. And Travnicek improving his consistency. Angles being played first now, and Travnicek just stabs at that one and it goes long. All square here, 3-all. Great Öztürk forehand. Travnicek tried to respond with his own. It just went long, but Travnicek is just playing aggressively. Seems to be the only way he knows how. 4-3, Öztürk leads. And that's an opportunity missed there for the Turk, he knows. Head back. That was certainly a shot he had to take, but didn't make the table. So, 4 apiece. Great shot from Öztürk. Right into the corner of the table. Great skill. Travnicek, a muscular upper body, physical. Öztürk, a much slighter physique. Oh, hits into the net. Travnicek levels up at 5-all. He knows how important this set is. He's got to keep struggling in there. Very much a tense battle, this third set. Here's the game of chess, nobody giving it an opening. Torso to torso, there's the change. Both players recovered and now the angle's been exploited and Öztürk wins that game of cat and mouse. Each point bringing out these long rallies. 6-5 to Öztürk with serve. Great response from Travnicek, and he just doesn't. He calls for a timeout. He just doesn't hold back. His natural instinct is to try and hit the winner. And low percentage shots of accuracy if you're just not quite in the flow, and in this particular set he just needs to stay in the game. He's 7-5 down, and the Turk is 2 sets to love up. It's either he's going to decide to go all or nothing, or try and stay in the game and hope that Öztürk lets him in, makes some mistakes to try and pull back these points. Travnicek. He knows the importance of these next 2 services. Öztürk, long, good serve. 1 point back. He can quickly change. Good reply from Öztürk, but an even better one from Travnicek, and suddenly it's 7-all. The timeout has worked well. Öztürk composes himself. And Ozturk clips the end of that table with that response and gets the point. But Travnicek taking no prisoners, playing very aggressively. Oh, and that's an enforced error, a spin, just too much. (9-7). Ozturk edging towards that final in this Class 4 wheelchair category. Went for the win, went for the win, went for the kill. Long. 9-8. Travnicek. Travnicek and Ozturk. What a rally. Great response, and Ozturk wins that battle, and Travnicek is frustrated. That was a wonderful rally. Travnicek now faces elimination from this game. 2 points, 2 match points to the final for the Turk. Cagey stuff. Ozturk can keep playing the percentages. Oh, went for the short game. Went for the short. (10-9) still. Match point to the Turk. Body to body, torso to torso. Nobody varying anything here. Just the spins. Whoa, and what a response from Travnicek, and he saved all the match points. 10 apiece. Battling in here, Travnicek. Can he get an advantage? Takes a breather. Oh, and what an error. What an error for the Slovakian. That's pressure, and Ozturk has the advantage back with serve. For the match. Great shot from Ozturk, and he's through. Tremendous performance. 3 sets to love though. He was the better player throughout. There were glimpses from Travnicek towards that 3rd set, but he'd left too much of a mountain to climb, and Ozturk goes through to the final in Class 4. Congratulations to Ozturk. We'll be back for more table tennis action shortly. Hope you're enjoying it. Stay with us.
Welcome back then to the final day of singles competitions at the European Para Table Tennis Championships here in Sheffield. We're still on table 1 and we're continuing with men's singles class 2 semi-finals here. Myself, Matea Pintar, joined, as has been the case a lot of this week, by Gavin Maguire from the Irish Para-National Table Tennis team. Alexander Jezik of Ukraine will be battling it off with Rafał Czupar of Poland for that place in the singles finals. Just a quick warm-up, 2 minutes, and we'll be ready to begin this battle. We saw some of those two players on this table already earlier in the competition. Any special predictions, Gavin?
Special predictions, I'm not sure, but I know Rafał Czupar will certainly be the favourite here. Jezik, wealth of experience, some titles and medals to his name, but Rafał Czupar is one of the most decorated Class 2 athletes out there, himself and Fabian Lamoureux, so I'd be surprised if we didn't see a Polish victory.
Yeah, he's world number 1 on the ranking list right now as well, and having won the Polish Open in singles earlier this year, as well as the Slovenian Para Open and Greek Para Open. Their track record speaks in his favor.
Yeah, they're just having a small argument about the height that Jezik threw the ball up on the first service, saying that it's not quite high enough. So
more than enough height on this tetra loop right from the start. That signature tetra shot serving Czupar well here at the start of the first game. I'll have to be careful because Jezik seems to be getting used to it.
yeah, interesting enough, if Jezik finds himself here in the semi-finals, commentated on him in the group stages earlier in the tournament and watched him be defeated by Crosara, the Italian, but obviously picked himself back up after that defeat and came through on the other side. But he really didn't look like himself in the group stages. Fatigued really quickly, maybe he had some sort of injury problem, not sure, but seems to be back on form.
Yeah, and was that loss that made him have to battle it off in the round of 16 against Riapoš of Slovakia. 3-1 there, and then Rodriguez from Spain beaten 3-1 in the quarterfinals. Czupar got some rest in the round of 16, but won against Suchanek from Czech Republic, 3-0.
Pretty casual, Mr. Schubert. Nice high ball there.
He's been on and off now with this lobs. Couple of misses, couple of good counters by Ejik, couple of clear points.
Nice block, really good from Jesik there.
No defense against that one.
No, untouchable really. And another one. He seems to have found his range after the couple of errors and couple of slightly longer high balls in the beginning of the set. He's looking good now. He takes that one.
That's a question really, what to do to prevent him from taking those kinds of shots and making them.
Well, you were the wheelchair player, Mateo. You were the specialist, so you'll have to tell us.
I'm never a specialist for tetra loops, unfortunately. Awaiting the winner of this match in the final. No doubt Chuper would like another chance to finally beat his nemesis Lamiru.
I don't think he'd complain if it was a Ludrovsky in the final either, though.
As long as he makes it here first.
Lovely angle to start. Oh, maybe that's the answer.
And that's
Mateo.
one answer.
You can't play high balls if you can't reach. Oh, another one. This time fizzing with a bit of pace.
Almost there on the ball here, Jezik. It's difficult to control that kind of bounce.
Nice smash against the high ball. The issue for Jesik really is on his own service, which is quite unusual. Normally the service is an advantage, but it seems that Schuper is going for that high ball every time that Jesik serves.
There really can't be any opportunity given to Chuper here.
No, they're just untouchable.
Right on point with every single shot.
A nice answer though there from Jesik. He's got a few tricks up his own sleeve.
Off that rally, now the defense by Chuper. Is there a different kind of serve, do you think, Jerzy could even try here?
Slightly difficult because Jessic is using he's using pimples on his backhand side, and obviously seems to be the side he's comfortable serving with. So it's difficult to impart spin and have different varied options if he's using that rubber. I don't think I've ever seen him use his forehand for a serve.
Something to think of for him in the future.
Oh, of course. You think he heard me? Little forehand serve, but it did nothing. So what do I know?
You know the commentator's curse. Better start for Jezik, but it didn't last long.
Yeah, and it's very clear that we're not really seeing a lot of rallies in this match here. Both players taking the earliest opportunity they can to go for that winner, whether it's a wide ball, whether it's a high ball, or even the odd attack. But they're just going really early, first or second ball in the rally, trying to take it on, trying to win the point, which for them it's effective, well, in Schuper's case. But for the spectator, we're seeing great shots, but not a whole lot of play.
It's definitely a thing with class 1 and 2 players to try and win the point as early as possible, not to bring yourself too much out of balance with long rallies, constrain strength. And if you can do it with a good tetra lob, why not?
Any idea why it's called a tetra lob?
Do you really have to ask?
Jessic just getting his racket strapped up here. Uses that strap for support to his grip, so that he has full control of the racket.
Fully in control of this match so far. His opponent, though, could be the last game we're seeing if he wins this one as well, the pole.
Yeah, and I mean, up to this point, you've got to be happy if you're Jessic. You know, you lost a match in your group. You've come through another 2 battles then to win and secure a medal for yourself, when in the early stages you probably thought you weren't going anywhere in this tournament. So I don't think he'd be too disappointed when he looks back.
Certainly not, and the last time he medaled at a major competition was already 8 years ago. So this will be another success for him. Not that he's ready to call it quits just yet.
No,
in
we're
this
not
match.
done yet.
This is so close, you can hardly see on screen on which side of the net it landed.
Yeah, it's true. There's times I want to say, oh, what a shot, but I have to double check if it's actually gone over the net or not. It's just so precise.
Sometimes you just wait for the player's reaction to know who got the point.
Yeah, or even the umpire to put the scoreboard over.
Yeah, nice display here of how Chuper was brought out of balance and then too late returning back into his original position for the second shot.
Yeah,
no wonder he prefers to finish it off like this.
Exactly, and any time that Jessic has actually been able to play those kind of attacking shots longer on the table, he's won the point, but Chuper is just not allowing it to get to that point.
Some serve complaints again.
So good. Timeout for Ukraine here.
Yeah, this game is starting to run away from him and the match, so he really does have the last chance to extend his time on this court and in this tournament.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, I'm just looking into the corner of Jessic there that's on your screen. Vasil Petruniev, a Class 3 player that lost in the quarterfinals here. He's in the corner, not one of the Ukrainian coaching team. Not something you'd see very often. But obviously they've been team partners and training partners for a long, long time, so who knows his game better than Vasil Petruniev.
Yeah, probably competed against these same players as well.
Just coming back out now. Chuper looking to book his place in the final.
We're still waiting for the winner in the other semi-final match as well. So nothing's been decided here in men's singles class 2.
And just as you say it, it's been decided. So we see there Fabien Lamoureux is the one that comes through. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, am I? It looks like I'm wrong. I thought that was a 3-0 win for Fabien Lamoureux. 2-0 lead. I'm getting ahead of myself, Matea.
Well, we're ready to get ahead here now. Super can't be thinking about his opponent in the final just yet, but he's getting close.
Surprised the referees have let him away with that there. He just smashed the ball away into the far side of the court with a little bit of frustration. Referee's not taking any action.
Two points, and actually the preferred setup for Chuper here with Ježić serving. Three match balls now to finish this with 3-0, another clear win, as he's been doing this entire tournament.
Finished off with a missed serve from Ježić there. You can see a big smile on Rafael Schuper's face. He's delighted he's going to the final to try and book his place in Paris.
We'll be back with more action on this table one with men's singles class one next. So short break and join us again.